Mama say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
We've heard from TOR management that they had companies that they selected Torrenco from. And you ask a very basic question. How did they advertise?
Right.
For Torrenco to even note that TOR was up for private capital injection. You know, and this is really feeding into a culture in this country where anything expensive, any procurement valuable is actually done on sole source basis. On the last count, in excess of 90% of government expenditure actually goes to sole source contracts through, some of these kinds of procurement. So we need to really open up, and be transparent about who and how we invite private sector into the operations of TOR.
I think you've talked about all the issues they raise about having a fair playing field. If we're giving it out to a private entity, we should invite others. You also spoke about the fact they don't have history in oil and gas. Their balance sheet is in question. So I would imagine that you're in support of the minority saying that if government does not heed, then they will resort to every legitimate means to get this deal stopped.
No, I think it's not just minority. Even there are people in government who are so angry at these kinds of transactions. There are people in civil society who are not happy with it. And I think consistently you may have seen us writing and critiquing this kind of arrangement. TOR is a 45,000 barrel refinery. And if we want a private capital to come in, we need to sign a contract that offtake the entire capacity of the plant, so that we're not just signing off half. And what happens to the rest of the plant? Does it mean that in the next 6 years we agree not to utilize the half of the plant? And what benefit does that generate to the state? So we need to have a comprehensive, investment, and allowing any private entity that is interested in TOR to bid for the entire refinery will be an optimal approach to deal with this.
We've been following keenly developments at the Tema Oil Refinery. We have become aware of attempts by the Akufo-Addo government to lease the Tema Oil Refinery for a 6-year period to a company known as Torrenco Asset Management Company. Our checks has indicated that this company has no track record when it comes to oil refinery. The Tema Oil Refinery is a strategic asset. It's the only state refinery capable of refining about 45,000 barrels of oil a day. If Tema Oil Refinery is well positioned and strategically positioned, it would result in millions, if not billions, of savings when it comes to import substitution. Unfortunately, the Akufo-Addo-led government has been sleeping on the job and has left the refinery to rot. Having failed to continue with the progress made under Mahama-led administration, they have decided to lease the Tema Oil Refinery to Torrenco Asset Management. We believe that that contract is inimical. That contract will not inure to the benefit of the country. That contract will not benefit the ordinary Ghanaian, and that contract does not make value for money. We are therefore calling on the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia-led government to put a halt to this lease agreement. It does appear that they are playing with the refinery. It does appear that there is no seriousness being shown when it comes to the management and revitalization of the refinery. On this note, the minority wish to serve notice that if President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia do not heed to our call, we shall use every legitimate and constitutional processes available to us, including parliamentary processes, to ensure that we compel this government to listen to the good people of Ghana.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who Who go say the truth? Christian council, silence. Islamic leaders, silence. Kings and queens, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. Oh, who go say the truth? We are then go get so confused the call. Now by area, why no better? We are then go get so confused the call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now, see what I see so. Now your friend on a night come as him. Only papi obeka na sembia. So I want to bet you were too. Everybody was afraid. And until I learned to my quantity, I nine. Once my board dumping one and but who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Akuku drofo nyina danima. Enti who go say the truth? Obiadra konson so to grow your mansa to me be a kakobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo when you know yet. Na so kutrata down na so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efo ne cross on my mo. Hanya safwe mo ayini. Akuku trofo nyina dalima. Enti who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachisa udi oma opipi numa. Would your mind never shine my preference? But who go tell the truth? TUC, silence. Even journalists, silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless, no they mean senseless. Poverty, no they mean useless. One day, then go resist. The country where I come from, the truth is an irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian council, silence. Islamic leaders, silence. Kings and queens, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. Oh, who go say the truth? We are then go get so confused the call. Now by area, why no better? We are then go get so confused the call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth?
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.